Should load in any second. I'm going to see how an OBS to pull it up. This is crazy. I'm just going to delete the one that died on me. Weird. I cut a white screen again. Like, I want me to do. Oh well. Supposedly. I think I can embed the chat. I think it's just like a. This link. That is a stream overlay. Browser. I'm gonna embed the browser. Just a child about your age, but something drives me to this place. I can see him in your face. You never know the hell I've seen. Don't mind that. Well, I don't like that. I see something. I think you knew custom CS. Stream custom CSS. Make transparent. For let's try this. Bro. It looks like garbage. Green. I like how this looks. Kind of make here. Kind of like right there.
doing this live test. Looks cool, but do I? Hmm. Let's try one more time. Bit big, better. Cool. Looks good. Everything else is good. Cool. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Maybe we don't crash again. Here. Actually, lint above the stick on. Yeah. First multi structure, 104 bricks to be exact. Bricks you'll need are somewhat special. Make sure to craft the correct ones. Get that charcoal or I might mine out some reason. I think I got lignite. Of course not. Bravo. Look at this. Good enough. All right, that's all done. I suppose I can cook the rest of it. Torch, offhand, and voila. Now I can mine a little bit better. Back. I don't know if I can wear that. Like, too much. Seconds. Oh, yeah. Can't get that yet still. Need to get something so I can build a house. I don't like the dirt shack anymore. Well, there goes the shovel. It's nighttime. Turn off camera for a sec. I think I can, yeah, there we go. Sorry, I'm still getting used to like looking at a chat on my other monitor. Just don't want to miss anything. But then I don't want to also be like turning my head every 10 seconds. I gotta get into like the cadence. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. Get out of here. I don't need your promotion. All just automated stuff anyways, guys. You get like bots on these. I didn't deal with this back in the day when I was streaming, but like nowadays, you get a lot of bots who like, oh, you can buy followers here, you can buy stuff here. I guess probably have an automation script that like looks at people who have less viewers, and then just send that stuff out so that they can make more money. Something. That was pretty perfect. Jumped right on the bed. Suppose the house could go up there. We could get some chiseled blocks, make it look. All this stuff is gonna be for grouts. Put it in here. This. Coins chest, food chest. What's up, guys? Hello, hello. Kind of want to make the chat so it like fades away after a little bit, but I don't know. See if there's like a oh yeah, there it is. Hide messages after 30 seconds is I think like 45 seconds fair. Okay. After that, refresh and chat is ready to display messages. And after like 45 seconds, that should go away. Much better. Can't mind any of this stupid stuff. I'll just put that there and make another torch in a second. Making sure that the chat actually disappears after a good amount of time. Yep, there it goes. Cool. Trying to think what I need. I guess I just need a ton of cobble. Like if I'm building a 9x9 house, I need at least 81 blocks for the floor. Probably gonna chisel them because then monsters can't spawn on it even if I don't have torches. Which I mean, ideally I will have torches, but I'm gonna live in an ideal scenario where I can make torches consistently. Quite expensive. Oh, there's another magnetite. I can't mine that either. Brother. Guess I'll just go until this pickaxe breaks. It's almost broken anyways. I think it only gets like around 100, a little over 100 breaks. And boom, dead. That's fine. Okay. Repair it. My chisel. Wait, do I even have my resource pack on? I think I do. Yeah, I definitely do. Those small. I like the small cobblestone bricks a lot. Yeesh. Suppose up here is a good enough spot. For now, until we have to inevitably expand. How much humidity? 10%, 70%. If you look at the top left right there, there's like a humidity. And you generally want a higher humidity when you're starting out. It doesn't matter later in the game, but early on, it's a big deal. See, like right here, 60% in a temperate river. So depending on the biome, you get a different humidity level, which therefore gives you more rainwater, essentially. And you have automations that'll give you water from just being in a more humid environment. But if you're in a non-humid environment, it gives you close to nothing. It's like a multiplier. You still get something, but it's not nearly as much. So you want to just optimize it. Later on, you really can just get infinite water from anything, but in this, it's not just like, oh, place down a 2x2, put the water in, and then boom, infinite water. No. Your water supply is limited until it's by like other means, basically. There goes a modifier slot on the bevel. You kind of forget about that stuff when you just have like infinite tools in the future. Like you can kind of cheese it where you don't need that sort of stuff. Right now it's nice. Lovely, a cave. I only need a 1 block. Like, I want to build right here, but I keep breaking my stuff. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it just needs to be 1 again. 9. Alright, I am back. Sorry, I just had to eat a little bit. I did not want to be on camera eat. I think this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we're good. Lead. Dirt foundation. Please. Almost nights. Need to run back to my little base. There's like an architect's workbench where you can do like curved blocks. I don't think we're near that yet though, unfortunately. Beautiful sun. Really lights up my face. In game and out of game. Run. Kill my fuck. Bro. Now the question is, do I just build the whole thing in a cobblestone? For now? I mean, chiseled look isn't bad. Oh, the damage. I don't know. Anything's better than being underground. Underground is cool in the sake that like machines don't get rained on, but then for any other reason, you know, aesthetically, it just is not very pleasing to the eye. I'm breaking everything but what I should be, and of course my shovel's broken. So why would? Get a tool level. Yeah, mining XP is halfway there. Tool XP. I guess tool XP is what I want. Right? That'll give me the actual level. Oh yeah, there is magnetite in the wall. Can't get. I think I need to. Oh, wait. Made a video, but I need to post. Here, duality.gg's. Okay, nuts. No. Pressing all the wrong buttons today. Nice. Eight. computer. Videos drive. Most Minecraft mod packs take a few photo. You don't need to trim nothing. Modded Minecraft. Join. Join. Come watch whenever. GregTech New Horizons 2.4 hashtag Minecraft. I think you can just do it like that. Okay. Modded Minecraft hashtag GTNH gameplay. That's more than enough. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here. Trying, bro. I think that worked. Posting it's taking it sweet old time. How much cobble do we have? Not enough for the walls because the walls, well, perimeter is not much. Get small attention. Full XP versus mining XP. Mining XP, I want to level up. Silver's cool because silver, I think silver's solar panels. I can go for some like solar boilers. I think what they're called. And they'll just generate based off the sunlight. The only problem is, it's based off sunlight, you get that half the time, so you need to either buffer it or always sleep. And it's better just to... But that's even more expensive. Versus just getting some oil or creosote and using that for your steam. This thing is almost leveled up. Thing is, you use like a hammer most, so like what's the pickaxe? Pretty much no reason other than the fact that I want to do it right now to clean out these little, but not important by any means to do. We are just here having fun. Server back. There we go. Now we can actually mine these. They were just annoying me. I didn't even need to do that. But having some silver's cool. Bam. Sorry if you guys can hear that. Checking something out, making stuff posted. Do that. Cool. Our best, boys. Girls. Cool. Okay. Little detour. That's already through. I guess I can take you. Find the death. Really get rid of that. Waypoint. Never died. Never. Good amount of cows over here. Yeah, there's my little fountain. It's something. Really need all this crush stuff. It's like overload. Worry. It's good with, I guess, like regular cobblestone bricks. Try this. Yeah, it looks good. Just starting out, it's something to like. Of course, I picked up all my. It's something to like live off of, though. Yeah, there goes my phone. There's a way to make like carriage doors, but I honestly could not be bothered to remember the recipe because it's not NEI. You just have to know it. I think. See, like I can't click a carriage door. You can see it can be burnt, but like no way of knowing how it's made. For now, it's just regular door. And that left. Like I said, it's something. We're in the Stone Age, we live in a stone house. It makes sense. And we can, this will just be a room off of the actual house, I suppose. And then roof, the like it's a nice little stone house thing. Bro. Oh. House is a house. It looks decent. Maybe if you like living in a jail cell. Oh well. Like this, and do this. Yeah, little porch. I don't know. Add some depth, right? I don't even think I can do that. No, you need wrench, rubber wrench. Iron needs steel. Of course you need. Oh. Right click just goes to something. You know, it's convenient. Is it? Yes, I see the convenience of being able to play something, and but at the same time, it's like I get eaten. I'm growing this my gut. They're not eaten yet. Oh, I get why this one's not. Sacrifices not. Should use this more. Did not make a hole. And it's fine. So like put it in here. I'm not gonna want to have to go onto the farm. Like, probably not. Next. Make torches. Go here, do that. Boom. Torches. I'll leave you there. Okay, chest. Like I'm 4 chests. It's enough to have like a dump chest. At least. I can just put everything into one from my door. That door opener. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Just when I was coming up on it, something didn't look right. Cool thing about these chiseled blocks is that there's no mob on them. For the most part, like, thing can spawn. Like an enderman can come and teleport though. That's the only thing that's like annoying. You get like an ender creeper in your house and everything's chiseled. That does suck. Yeah, see, no mobs can spawn it. Little storage area. Random. That's a block. This is this is a house. We have like a zombie spawner over there. Which spawner back that way? Yeah. Back at spawn. Around it. Spawn has a spawner. Who would have thought? I should leave my axe on my left. Offhand. Oh my. Offhand, I generally leave that. Leave an axe. Because I'm used to having the healing axe. If I have a regular axe, I still hit F, switch it over, break the wood. I'm used to doing it. Sorry if you guys hear like the clacking of the keyboard. I have a new board coming in tomorrow that should fix that. It's fine, hopefully. Not too annoying. Okay. Play like you. Hopefully we don't get a blood moon. If we get a blood moon, I'm just like, what do I even do? It's camp out in my house. I can get this. Carry some more. Nothing in there as of now. Kind of cool. Never done bows until later. I always wait so you can like extrude and make the nice crossbows and stuff. I think a good way of going is to make sure that I have like all the infrastructure, every aid. I'm gonna end up ripping it apart anyways, but like having something to be proud of in itself. See how convenient. Just switch it over. All these. Get the crafting table. come back. At least I didn't build too. Like I'm going super distance. Redwood right there means we have mobs. Actually, for now. Box, crafting station. Crafting outside to be fair. Do this. Station. There. This. Let's see who needs it. Forget which one needs it. But 1 out of 3 chance I get it wrong. And I get it wrong. There I go. Yeah. Chests with chests are fine, but blocked by a ceiling, it's not. Who would have thought? Hey. Okay. Doesn't look bad. I saw in the next update they're gonna have like a way for you to like go and like there is like a spectator mode that they created for this because it doesn't exist version of the game, but they have like a free cam coming. It looks pretty cool. I'm actually really excited for that feature because I was almost like going to develop something like that because I was like so mad that didn't exist. But since we're in such a old version of the game, I understand why not. But very glad to support that or create that because I could imagine it would support actually creating something. Which is very cool. That's why I didn't do it. Too difficult. Grab my phone. Bro. What? They want to trade. Never seen these guys actually want to. Do they only trade at night? What the? It? Just a space mining. Can't even get it. Right. Also wanted to get some thaumium for. What trades do they have? Oh, it takes some witcher. It's botanium. Excuse me. Botania thing. Never used. Hopefully they're not dangerous. Hey guys. Hope you enjoyed. Weird. Off. Actually, back off. I wish I should look it up. Do you need sun light for crops to grow Minecraft GTNH 1.7.10? Hopefully not, because I kind of want to do an underground area. Need a light level of 9. You can do artificial lights. Okay. I'll just do a backyard garden. It's no big deal. Do the oven refined. Yep. Need lots of sand. Where I put it? Bro, what? Actually, can't you? No, I want to actually. But okay. Crafting table. Crafting bench. Crafting that tink. Station. Where did it make into play? Decent amount. Do it. But for now. What? Why did it say I had no sand? You liar. You liar. Oh well. I need more flint. Of course I do. Go through it all. Hopefully I should have what I need. I hate that he can just open the door. Ridiculous. Yeah. Cool. We have enough clay, but honestly, we're like dead on sand. Hopefully down over here has sand, because I don't want to have to go for a... It's basaltic down there. Water. Yeah, like that though. I don't... Like, I know I'm not on hardcore, but I still like playing like my... You know, my life is not just like sacrifice. Trying not to play like that, because I feel like it takes out of it. I didn't think that way when I initially played this, but nowadays it's like add a little bit of challenge onto it by trying to actually survive instead of just throwing myself into the any situation. And why is there no sand along this bank? Literally nothing. Guess I'm hungry, of course. I should not have taken the mold with me. Once again, what it is. I thought that was like a Thaumcraft structure, but it's literally just 2 trees stacked up. Ooh, a silverwood. That's a quest. Yeah, silverwood sapling. I wonder if it's a magical forest back. That's eucalyptus. Really hoping I could get the silverwood quest done, because if you get a silverwood, you can change the biome in an area to a magical forest, which is helpful for a variety of reasons, because it's like a normal biome for bees. It's a few things. Humidity is helpful. I guess I'll take this sand. What? Over there. See something on the map. Nothing important, I don't think. What? Bruh, jump scared me. I actually have to kill you. I like how they all run when you eat like meat in front of them, because they're like, you're gonna eat meat next. So funny. So funny that someone added that in. I actually don't know what mod adds it. We're lacking on any sort of like fuel. I know creosote will fix that, but time you have to get fuel for it. To melt down all the coke oven, or to fire them up, I should say. The bricks. You have to smelt all of the unsmelted ones, or unfired. Oh, it's dead. That's fine. I'm too far away from the house to not go back. Sunflowers at some point do give something. You have to use a sunflower for sunny quartz, for botania. They're annoying. But you can use botania to make them just plain to, quite honest. And starving again. Need to build that farm behind the house soon. Or oh, there we go. And we get all the base foods for our hams for the extra hearts. So once we build a kitchen set, but that's not for a little while. I really do want to take it slow this playthrough. Yeah, I don't want to rush by any means. I will see. I honestly keep expecting those guys to be hiding in the house. Hobgoblins. Okay. I think I spent it all on the house. Oh. my stream just died. You can see like, yeah, my graphics card. I don't know what's happening with like my entire GPU. Kill this if I have a white screen to death on GregTech. There we go. I think I have to update my drivers and stuff. Stupid. I haven't updated my computer. Yeah, probably. I don't know if it's like overheating or what, but it's like not responding right now. It was like a driver seg fault, which means like it just died. Let me see if I can fix my ground. Because now I'm just a silhouette. There. Make it use my CPU instead of my GPU. I think that's gonna change anything, to be quite honest. You know what? Yeah, like all of my icons on my desktop, like I hover over them from the back, so I know my drivers for my GPU just died. If it dies again, I'll probably just end stream for today and just deal with that. I honestly should just look at my. I loaded up my AMD software. Yeah, I did get to IV in a different run, but that was with my friends. I'm still on that run, but I'm just trying to do something like by myself because like having people do stuff, it's cool. Like it's nice, but at the same time you don't learn. You like learn what they're gonna do. Hopefully I learn more on this run being solo. Like I don't want everyone doing everything. They're not too active anymore. Like I can show you the run. For her to load. It's two other guys, me and two other guys, and we got quite far. I mean, like I'm still playing it, but I'm not exactly like super into it. I don't actually. I should take off the wrong thing. I don't play with shaders generally. I was just doing that to avoid nighttime stuff. This is the world that we're playing on. There was a lot of stuff that was like passive, like all of this. I didn't touch any of this, but I didn't really like how all of the like LCRs were done. I wanted to learn how to do like I wanted to learn how to do like passive processing and stuff. I know it's not passive processing. I can't recall what it's called, but like where you can just basically have a bunch of the same thing. Like you can have like 1,000 microprocessors or whatever, and have those circuits on like a network. I can't think of what it's called right now though. But yeah, this world we built like a mega EBF like at EV. Like we did a bunch of stuff that was like not super efficient, but just fun. Built like nukes and stuff. Yeah, very lawn base. Um, I'm trying to not do that on my world as well. Like this is literally just hella lawn base, and like I can show you the underneath too. Like this is the area I was trying to build to make it a little less lawn basey, but and a little more structured. I built like automation for my Thaumcraft stuff, all the infusions. See here, like I have all of these things patterned out to be made. I got all the way up to Icorium. But I just didn't like the way that stuff looks. I have a guy who is doing like an oil nether farm thing, and once again, not a fan because it just spawns these guys and you, well, I think it's turned off right now, so you can hurt them, but generally you can't. Yeah, I can't hurt this guy anymore. You can like hurt them for a second, but then they have like no AI, so you can't do anything to them. But like, yeah, very lawn base, very just like spaghetti. I know that's kind of part of the fun, but at the end of the day, I don't want to look like that. I want to have a little bit more structure. Here's our old bees that I ripped apart. Mega vac freezer. Yeah. We have a lot of infrastructure here, a lot of stuff. Oh, thank you, Jesse. That's awesome. Thank you. Yeah, like the infra is nice, and I did a lot of like the development of like the power stuff. I even did the like plotline stuff. Yeah, the AE2 automations really takes a long time, long time. Like we have, I can show you all of our craftable storage versus craftable area. Like we have a lot of stuff patterned out, as you can see. We did quite a bit. A lot of things automated, but I don't know. Everything's on mainnet. And like I learned how to start doing like subnetting, which is like doing like these P2P tunnels, which they're not super necessary once you get wireless, but they're still nice to have. Like there's a good example. We have this whole like subnet line right here, which connects to the main network. We have a bunch of these like P2P tunnels on our controller. Our controller is a mess too. I don't think it's very organized. It needs to be completely rewired. But I can like show you one of these. This one would go, yeah, it goes over there. So it takes these channels from the ME controller here, like this network. So we can take all 32 channels over here. It's probably the worst one to show off, to be honest. One of my friends, he did a subnet to a subnet to make it go through here, just so he could have the main net terminal on his subnet. Because like if you look right here, he brings it through a tunnel. It goes through a tunnel, through a tunnel, through a tunnel. The break right there. But yeah, I mean EV's a lot of fun. It's when like it gets a little frustrating, but yeah. Like at first it gets frustrating. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff that you can kind of learn about. You never really fail to find something to do. But yeah, I hope to get far in my solo playthrough where I can kind of do a lot more stuff like how I want, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to I don't think anything is necessarily bad here. It's just a very lawn based sort of type. I like having actual builds like this, like even just something that looks cool in big space, grand spaces. Yeah, exactly. Like in the solo playthrough, everything's just a batch craft or like annoying, and I have to like set up the what's it called, like the NEI auto crafting. Like it's nice in its own respect, I guess. But yeah, if you ever have any questions, let me know. I mean, I'm at least to the point to where I hope I could at least help answer your questions or at least guide you in the right direction, hopefully. I've never completed. I've never done Stargate, so I'm not like know all, end all, everything. That is if I can get far enough without my computer just killing itself. I was gonna get more cobblestone. I guess I can. It's such a weird feeling to go back from being able to fly to barely being able to move, by the way. It's quite a feeling. Because I made like the awakened, I highly suggest it. Yeah, I think the shaders were the issue. I just had them on and I forgot to turn them off. That's a good point. I forgot to turn them off because I was using them just for the like the no nighttime stuff. But I was just doing that because I had a long time I had to deal with that, and I was not looking to not being able to see. especially when I was like 500 blocks away from the house. I definitely would have died. Probably was the problem. Do you think you're going to get to Stargate? Or is your goal just to kind of like play as long as until you stop having fun, basically? About that. Okay, that did not delete the message, but okay. I really need to get... I haven't streamed in literally like, I don't know, 6 years. So I mean, like I used to have like around 10 to 20 concurrent viewers, but now I'm, you know, getting back into it. I didn't play Minecraft or anything, so I don't think any of my old viewers, if they're even still watching Twitch, would come back around. Maybe for a sec, but I don't think they were Minecrafters from what I recall. Played like PUBG and stuff like that, like shooters. That's okay. Oh, what the hell? Oh, gravity, he could have pulled me down. Ah, that's smart. Have like little goals. Yeah, like in the beginning, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do Stargate. Yeah, no, it's like get goals and put them in place. Like it depends. Like, do you want to do like side projects or do you want to like focus on like main stuff? Because like we're gonna talk about like main stuff, and you're an EV. I mean, your goal would be to like automate pretty much anything that you can. Maybe have like power where you can scale appropriately to where you have a system that's like self-sustaining. Because like the moon, yeah, that's great. But then like you run into the issue of automating, and then you have this issue of back and forth of like power struggles essentially. I went for nuclear power, but there's, you know, obviously like nitrobenzene and a bunch of other stuff that you can do for power. Another one is like lightning rods, but that's kind of like a little bit after EV. That's like, say mid to late IV. That guy scared me. But like goals, I mean, you could continue going through the space journey because it's not necessarily bad, and it's fun to have those journeys and do that stuff. Another one is like doing like magic, getting to Icorium and stuff like that. But that is quite far if you haven't started it at all. Another good one is having like once you get into IV, this is more fair of a thing to aim for, but having multi blocks for everything, because once you get into IV, you can make pretty much everything into a multi. Like all of these multis don't even cover all of the multis that you're gonna make, and there's a lot. Then you have to upgrade them. You need to think about infrastructure and like powering them, how you're going to transfer the next tier of power once you need to. So I would say next goal is having like infrastructure that's scalable. That would be like my suggestion. That's what I aimed for after Moon. I didn't even like in this run. I don't know if I'm gonna do Moon. I think I might try and do like a rocketless run for fun. But I mean, Moon is definitely still really big. I just think I might challenge myself, go rocketless. Because I did blood magic and I like meteors. I think they're fun. You can get pretty much every moon material from meteor. Not how you make a furnace. Oh, it's in the middle. It's like 3. Yeah. This. I think you can make nether furnaces, but obviously not able to make that yet. Bro, put that down. And then I don't think I have anything. I didn't think this through. I have like nothing to smelt. Time to go destroy the environments. Yeah, I do have haste. I was like, why am I breaking stuff so fast? But yeah, you got this. I mean, you got to the moon. You'll be fine. Definitely. And once you get past AE2, that's like, I wouldn't say early game complete. Once you get like mid IV, that's end of early game, and you start mid game, because then you're like heavily focusing on infrastructure of AE2. Everything's automated, and it's no longer just like, oh, connect a pipe to this, connect a pipe to that. No, you're using like interfaces. That's another good thing, like, or a good thing to think about is like, if you don't know a lot about AE2, learning about how subnetting works and stuff, it's not super important, but it is nice to separate things off where you don't want mainnet to see them, and just for automation's sake, having things being able to be scaled appropriately, like I was saying before. I still don't feel relatively stable. It takes a second, honestly. Like, I know there's a lot of stuff that was done in our world, but I guess I'll ask first, are you like, are you solo, or are you playing with a group? Because that kind of changes stuff a little bit. Yeah, if you're solo, you just depend on yourself. So like, it feels, I mean, I haven't gotten there solo. I've gotten close to moon solo. So like, it feels like, I mean, obviously you're dependent on yourself. You don't have anyone to look to, which is a good and a bad thing. So I don't know, like, you just have to roll through it and ask lots of questions. I use the GTNH Discord a lot as like just a bouncing board of like questions. I just kind of search, or I just ask everyone. I just be annoying and ask a bunch of questions. It gets me through. Put this here. I don't think that'll be enough wood, but it's enough to start off. Need to destroy this tree. I don't like leaving lingering trees. Yeah, my computer is definitely not screaming at me anymore. So I'm hoping that the issues I was having before is solved. I always go with like a benzene run. Like, what are you using for power? Because I always went benzene, and I'm thinking about doing oil this one because I know it's easier. But like, I've just never done it like heavily doing oil. My teammates did. I didn't do it. Nice. Yeah, nuclear is a lot of fun. If you have any questions, let me know. I wrote like a like the Steve's factory. I used that. I wrote a little script with like variables and stuff inside of it. I referenced, there's someone's video on YouTube. It's probably one of the like the first ones you'll find, but it's like there's only one of them that uses Steve's factory manager, and it is kind of expensive to craft at first. It takes like 4 IV circuits for like Steve's factory or factory manager. This thing right here, it costs this processor machine casing 4 IV circuits. It's expensive. Obviously it gets a little easier to make as you go. Yeah, that's the problem, right? Like, it's kind of boring in a way that it's how OP it is, in my opinion, but it goes to not being OP really fast. But if you have the right setup, it's infinitely scalable, because you can just like, you can get like a Stabiloid golem and put them in a entity crusher, and you just get a bunch of the resources that you need, like infinite amount of it, and it's all, and the rest of the stuff is recyclable, like plutonium and stuff. So it does get quite easy for power if you do it right. it doesn't feel like super cheaty. It just feels like it just feels sometimes too easy. I don't think I've done. What is petrochem? I'm not sure what that is. Petrochem? I'm not sure what that is. But CVD is fun. Different wood types. I did have enough wood. Oh, yeah, yeah. I didn't know that was a term for it. That makes sense, though. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna do like hog or anything, but I'll get quite far. Obviously diesel I'll do, but I don't know how much further I'll take it. Because I mean, I wanted to do nitrobenzene, and then we did nuclear, and that just kind of took everything away from it, essentially. Like nuclear just replaced everything. Everyone just siphoned off my power. Like the other guy I was talking about, he created an LSC to siphon off of my LSC, and I didn't quite understand why to have a backup generator on top of a backup generator. Like, it wasn't the worst thing to do. It's just interesting. This. But yeah, you can if you want like a big, I don't know if you've done it yet, but like a battery bank, you could do an LSC. Lapatronics. I used this right here. What's it? Lapatronic supercapacitor. Yeah, Lapatronic supercapacitor. This thing right here can hold a ton of power, but it is quite expensive. Where you're at in EV, you would have to be pretty mid. I mean, my teammate, he did it in EV. I would recommend doing it later because you need LUV circuits, and that's quite hard to rush. And every time that I've rushed, I feel really, really bad. And I feel like there's something looming over me. Off you. I think I made too many bricks. Where do I want to build this? Wow. Little trophy. Yeah, the list seems to grow, I imagine, ever so slightly. How to think. I mean, I don't have a lot of... I guess I'll just throw this in the backyard for now. Yeah, benzene you need like mid MV for, because you need like cupricular coils in it, which I know you will replace your EBF and eventually, but like, and yeah, for like later tiers, benzene falls off quite quickly, whereas diesel is easy to scale up from what I've seen. Yeah, I'd much rather just do. I guess I'll do it in the basement. It makes more sense. I have pollution off in this world. Generally, all of my playthroughs are pollution off just because I don't necessarily enjoy the playstyle working around benzene, or not benzene, around pollution. So it's not horribly uncommon. But I think I might do an anti-PDIM run. Like I'll do like other dimensions obviously. But I think personal dimension I will mostly skip out on. I don't want to rely on just being like on a flat land because it ruins a lot of the fun. I mean, it's easy to do, right? Like you can just work around everything super easily, but I don't know. It just looks bad, and it makes me feel bad. Especially once, like, I mean, like, it makes you feel like, even though you can fly, what's the point of flying? What's the point of, like, I mean, yeah, you don't have to worry about rain, which is really cool. You can just place stuff out, but at the same time, you don't have to worry about rain. Where's the fun? The challenge is a big part of the fun. I'm just gonna dig out this area. Don't really like. I'm not using that right now, anyways. I feel like I do like building, but then once I have an excuse not to, I just won't. If that makes sense. Like, I kind of have to force myself to do it. Like, I would pretty much just build my own PDIM within the overworld. So. But then if I'm in a PDIM, it's just like, it ruins it. I feel like it's cooler to have one in like a natural environment. And then use the PDIM for just like an entirely void, like, area. Plus, I feel like having a little bit more challenge on myself, not doing PDIM, would make things more interesting. What I want to do. Yeah, exactly. Once you don't have the, like, elevation, you just have a flat land, then you have layers, so you just, like, yes, you're just playing a factory game, which is not bad inherently, but it's not... I would just go play Factorio if I wanted to play on a flat land. I mean, I might actually play that to get my fill of that eventually. I used to be super into it, but I never actually followed through with it because I just got too busy. I got like right to the end. I was automating almost everything, and then I just stopped. We need to chisel some stuff down here. Chisel. Up. Find. With some damage block. Yeah, Factorio is not a world that you want to be in. It's more of just like a way, like a sandbox of tinkering with automations, which is what it was turning into in my other world. So it doesn't look bad. Okay. Cool. And then we can get some wood and throw it in there. Like, you certainly can make Factorio look cool, though. I've seen people do it. People have some crazy ideas in there. 5 oak logs right there. Done. Eat a cookie. Some of this. Yeah. I mean, it's not so much like talent, it's more so like the like getting used to the differences, I guess. At least for me, it's like 3D is much easier to build in and work in some ways, because you can physically be in front of the thing you're doing. You can kind of understand it a bit more. Like, there's a lot of complexities to the GTNH, but if I was in 2D doing it, it would be a lot different. Different to conceptualize, I guess. And of course, I feel like I need another chest, but I'll put it there. No organization yet. I'm not even going to worry about it, actually. Who needs organization? I've seen quite a bit of Hamcorp's. Yeah, Hamcorp has a crazy base. I didn't look at the full tour. I've just seen it through like other explanation videos that they've done. Oh, it was all overworld? I didn't know that. That's wild. Yeah, I hope to be like that. But I'm just a simple Stone Age guy right now. Put my multis in there. I'll have to look into it a bit more. Did he do like a full base tour of everything that he did? Blocks that he used? I think current goals, I want to build a base that I'm proud of. I don't know necessarily if I want to do it in Stone Age or Steam Age, but I want to lock myself down to the point to where I feel confident in everything that I'm doing in the current age before like, oh, I really want the next thing. I want something in the next tier. I'm just going to rush to. Because I found myself doing that a lot in the previous run. Whereas this one, I want to kind of just take it easy. I want to enjoy the run, basically. And I want to get better at building. I want to learn more about the Z-Tones blocks and how to use them. Like color palettes. And also getting better at the technical part of some pieces of the lower ages. Like I want to do early magic and see what benefits that gives me, which I know there's a lot, like thirsty tanks and such, and like nugget duplication. But in the same breath, I want to take things slow. Like I want to kind of do how I was watching Ducts, the Project Singularity, and how they did some stuff. I didn't look too much into it, but like how they would stop themselves from progressing up until a certain date. Oh, no proper race tour to video. Okay. That's still cool. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, what am I doing? You can send them to me over on Discord. I think if you have my user there. I don't know if I have it linked to my channel yet. But yeah. If you want to send it my way, I'd be happy to take a look and I'll just, oh shit. Of course. Okay, I'm good. Oh, you just joined, nice. My Discord is barren. I don't have any bots there or anything yet, so I literally just made it today. I used to have an old one, but it's gone now. Nice. Take a look tonight. These guys love coming into my base. I didn't even know you could trade with them. Off my bed, bro. I actually never knew you could trade with them, though. Oh, get my charcoal. Is there a certain base aesthetic you're going for your base? Like any like color themes or styles, like industrial or futuristic. Like I'm not sure what I want to do with mine. I kind of want futuristic, but I want it to kind of be focused on bees in a lot of areas. I want it to look. I really love the idea of honeycombs and building them. They always look cool. Okay. Just a wait. Oh, nice. Separate buildings for like different, like you're doing like a city almost sort of feeling. Okay, go for it. It should let you. Some cows. Nice, some ectoplasm. Should really get some iron. Focus on that. But yeah, if you're taking your time building up, I think you'll feel pretty confident in doing EV to IV transition. Should be pretty smooth for you. At least I think so. Oh, it might be the roll. Let me real quick. I might have locked it down too hard. Sec. Yeah. Yeah, go for it now. It was turned off. I was expecting there to be like bots and stuff that come into the Discord. I've ran into that before on previous experiences, but I can just get a bot to filter that out. Future. Oh wow. That's nice. I like that. That's your overworld? Or is that your PDIM? It looks like overworld. Oh wow. You made your PDIM look like that. That's really nice. That's impressive. I like the curves that you put on everything. You do a lot of different like architecture. Like the stacked buildings too. That's really cool. That is well, I mean, it's nice that you started without putting machines in because then you can kind of think about what you want, where you want it. So yeah, it's really nice. Of course. Yeah, you know how to locate the veins. Thank you. Let's see. Oh, it's gonna give me the iron pickaxe head. I have to go mining like crazy. I didn't even realize that you could do that for a PDIM, but that looks a million times better than mine. It doesn't look like just like it actually looks like something you have to build around in a way. It doesn't just look like a flat land, even though underneath it, it is. I see people who do like void worlds there too, but I've never actually seen someone turn on trees, so that's a first for me. I'm gonna go. I think they're 4 vein. Just actually no, there's back at the old house. Let me take a torch with me. Like I've always wanted to build like for example my magic area. I've always wanted to build like a wizard tower and such. Yeah, yeah, I get why they don't do it, but it's like it looks really nice. If you're going for something that looks nice, it's definitely what you want to do. I get why you did it. I think this vein is 10 to 40. I'm just gonna get the cobblestone anyways. I have to get 4 stacks for that quest. Wonder if there's a loot game nearby. Gold. It's magnetite vein. Where's this one at? That's this vein. This one could still be. That's okay. Magnetite and gold is still good. I can get iron off of that. I mean, technically, like an IV, you can make the down. You can make the what's it called? Mark II. Like this thing here, the matter manipulator. You can make the Mark 1, I think. This is LUV here. You can make the Mark 1. And that's pretty good at like destroying stuff. Yeah, time to level a mountain for sure. Oh, I can't mine the magnetite yet. Sad. Can I level this up with a modifier slots? Like I think like a zombie head or something, right? I think you can. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to mine everything. Horn of the Canopy. Is that the one that gives you? I actually don't know. I don't know what that one gives you. Reap all grass and crops around you. Oh, well, that's really nice. Yeah, for what you're doing. Why not just make the bound pickaxe destroy everything? I think the bound shovel is a similar effect. Hey, oh, yeah, it's the same thing as the bound pickaxe. This thing could technically work if you were into blood magic. I mean, I really enjoy the magic stuff though. Yeah, it looks cool. I've never actually done Botania because the other guy said that he was gonna do Botania and then he did like 2 seconds of it, enough for me to do my witchery stuff, and that was about it. I want to get back into it, actually do it, instead of it just being like something that's there as a side project that never gets done. Yeah, the list. What I kind of like about the low tech ages, you don't really have a list of things to work on. It's not like overarching branching stuff. It's just kind of like, oh, I have to go and do this thing, and that's all I really have to think about. There's not too much else. It's nice in a way. Could have brought my tool bench. Yeah, exactly. Whereas in where you're at, there's like too many multis. It gets a little overwhelming. Like, oh yeah, there's like 10 multis I have to build, and I don't know which one to make that's going to be the most efficient to make. Bro, get out of my house, man. This dude. Torches. You mode back. I think I can level. I need the creeper head. Thought this creeper head would be worthless. It's actually worth something. I got the pay before. Actually, no, I don't have to, but can't. That sucks. Because it's only one level above, I guess. Yeah, this just gives you the the extra level that it can go. That sucks. Never mind, useless again. Let's make it up next. Okay. Is it? Oh, it needs this. It's thinking I want my favorite. Okay. Oakwood. Wish I could just. I mean, I know I can scroll through this, but wish you could just do any wood. Silly. This recipe. Yeah, I want to get do heavy magic stuff in this. I just want to have something where it's like all mine. I mean, I know it sounds like controlling, right? But it's like easier to be proud of something when you know you did it all. Whereas like you relied on other people to do stuff. It's a nice feeling regardless. Like, oh, I worked on this as a team. Like, I don't feel negative towards that. It's more so of just what I want to do. I hope to have a base that looks cool like yours, though. Okay. Random stuff in there. This can go in there. Hopefully, we'll see. We'll see if I give up on the idea. I hope not. Hopefully, I turn this brick house into something better. Should take the tool station with me. Tool station, flint, and my pickaxe. I just slept. I am good to go. I'm gonna kill a cow. Oh. Okay. Well, there goes my run, not trying to die. That's what I get. At least I get to eat some human flesh. But yeah, there's no, there is definitely no, like, oh, you need to do this now for someone else to do their thing. So that does feel nice. There's no pressure. The only thing that's pressuring is you. And you can just be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna do this thing that's silly but fun. Which I found a lot of my projects seem to be. Yeah, it's part of the grind though, I guess. Just how I find it like super crazy that there was like, I think it was, what was the days? I think it was like 21 or 22, maybe 23 days that Duct and his team did it. Like, I know they were working in like parallels. They were all like doing their own thing and they had it all planned out, but an insane speed run. So that's like hyper efficient, doing everything the quote unquote right way, fastest way, and also things that were cheesy. I think that would kind of ruin the fun for me. I think the slowness of it makes, because then once you actually succeed and do your goal, it makes it feel a lot better. Heck, no, I can't even touch the gold ore. Yeah, I think they already had Stargate a couple of times actually. I think I saw them start a run as well, like Nether Garden of Grind. Like it's insane the level of stuff that people do. I tried Garden of Grind for like I was like sick and I was in bed. I was like, yeah, let me try Garden of Grind. I tried it for like an hour. Forced myself to like make the platform of dirt. You basically have to make a platform of dirt and die a million times. And after that, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed because that was painful, quite literally. There goes my hair. Gex. Yeah, I don't know why I put myself through that. Like, I I think I'll get Stargate once at least before I try and do something like that. Although I heard that 2.9 kind of ruined. Yeah, yeah. Neurotic Goose's GOG run is pretty good. I only watched bits and pieces of it just to kind of understand how it worked. Very nice. But yeah, like I don't know. I want to at least get Stargate, and I want to like have a normal run or a normal-ish run before I do that. I don't hurt myself too much. Go down to Y40 really. I'm about to get the Iron Pick Head, so. Which one I want to do? I think Shovel Head is the right move, but Axe is actually more material. Doesn't really matter too much. Shovel. I think it makes more sense. Oh. Rest in peace, clean room. Now you have to wait for the. Don't you have to wait for the efficiency to go back up now? How fun. Yeah, that takes some time. Rest in peace, clean room. Yeah, unless you want to chance it, and no circuits anyways at that point. How are your circuits? Like, do you have those automated yet? Because I found that to be a little annoying to do in EV. I just use drawers and drawer controllers initially to audit or passive all of the circuits so that they're all ready. You could just craft them super quick. I guess it. Oh, okay. I mean that works. At least it can call for. You can ask it for the components, and I mean that's the first step. Because then you can be like, oh, I need this thing. I don't have any of this, and then you automate it piece by piece. I do a lot of automations for A2. I just realized I'm gonna need to get more iron. Break this pick. Probably be a good idea. And, oh, I need bronze. Okay. Probably light it up down here if I ever come back. Level maintainers, like it would. You mean like you want it to craft something only when it's at a certain amount, like you have like less than 4,000, you want to craft another 1,000 of them, essentially. You can use level maintainers. But they do take like niobium, what's it called? Niobium titanium. So it is a little costly and it also takes a fluid processor, so not necessarily easy for you to craft right now. As fluid processors for a second are annoying because of the engraved Lapitrons. But I mean, because you're talking about a passive process, though. Because like what I'm talking about is like having a subnet of something that's passive and then using a level maintainer, because then you can just tell it. You can basically have it all of it on an ME interface or like a CPU essentially, where it's just crafting for you, and then you can see when it's crafting it. But costly. I only recently started working on the ilmenite chain, basically passive all that, or at least get a good amount of niobium. Almost night. I should run back. I'd say level emitters are probably your best bet right now, unless you do like a depends on how much of a cap, because right, you could do like a drawer, and if you want like a 64 stacks of something capped, you could just put it in a drawer and then put a storage bus on the drawer, and then you could read that stuff from that, and that could be basically your limit of that item. That's what we did for circuits. We had like all of the circuit items in like a line. I think I can show you real fast actually, because we still have it set up. So this right here is our circuit area, and then we have basically, I think, let me turn down my speed, it's way too high. We have like you have the interface that's passiving all of these items. We just have it as a provider, basically. Then we have item conduit with filters on it for what items need to go inside of each one. Like this one is our electrum, it goes up and shoots everything up into this, and so forth for every single one. You have item filters on each of them so they know what to take in. Then they'll put everything up, and then there's a drawer controller right here, which reads everything that it touches. And then you put a storage bus on the actual drawer controller. This is not necessarily the most efficient thing, but if you're in a solo playthrough, not a huge deal. As long as you're not doing like 50 drawers, and you're like like doing way too much with it. Basically, you're not automatically pulling back and forth from them. You'll be fine. But like if we ever wanted to pull more or put more in a passive, like we needed more capacitor, yeah, TPS is a resource. Exactly, use it. Yeah, that is one of the solutions that we have thought of here for passiving, and you just want to stack a 64 or something. You know, it's expensive at first, but then you have a bunch of it and it's ready to go. You don't need to passive every single thing. You don't need to create a craft for every single thing. It's just here. There's other solutions, I imagine, but that was ours. I think later on you'll get like called like these stocking input buses, which make passiving a lot easier because it can just read from the network, and it'll just basically treat it as you're reading directly from the network, and once you have enough of something, it'll do the craft. So that'll change. It, you know, automation changes. Makes sense. There's a lot of different things that you can do. I don't know what's up with my network. Every single time I try and join a server, it takes like 5 seconds for it to actually, oh, there's monsters, for it to actually propagate. Thanks for the fish. And then we'll put our cores in here. I think there's a good way to do anything with cores right now anyways. I think I could hammer them down. No. Gives you the same amount. No. Nothing good. I'm good. Come. It's fine. You smelt this down. Vanadium magnetite. You have to like take the vanadium out later. It's not important right now. Don't know what I'm gonna do with all that yet, but love all the fireworks inside my house. Use with here. No. Yeah, I just wanted to get stream running. I wanted to make sure everything was good. I played a little bit earlier this morning, but I was just trying to make sure it worked. It didn't fail then, but of course I didn't have my shaders on, which obviously now is definitely the issue. I'm glad it all works. I'm hoping to stream a little bit more depending on how work stuff goes, depending if I have time. I'm going to try and stream in the afternoons, weekdays, maybe a little bit of weekends depending on scheduling and stuff, but I think I should be able to play a good amount. I need to remember what I was going to try and make. I mean, I guess I should just do the quest first before anything, but I think I wanted to make a hammer. Remember what for now, so I guess it is the drawing board. I'm East Coast. What about you? I think it's like -4 UDT right now is what Eastern Daylight Time. Ah, okay. So it's like afternoon for you right now, I imagine? Or it could be, actually, no, it's probably in the morning, right? I don't know. It depends on what part of Europe you're in. I was looking for my table. Okay. It's late for you. Okay. It had to be in one direction. I realized it was not morning. You guys are like further. Yeah. No, I had someone who we were playing with on our other playthrough. He was in Germany, and he was always like, I'd be on early in the morning, and he'd be on because it was like almost 12-hour difference. I think it was like 8-hour difference. Yeah, so that makes sense. 4 a.m. is crazy though. Are you usually up late, you think, or is it just random? Putting down torches. Brother. Guess I'll take this back with me. Ah. Well, that's nice though. It's nice to have a little break. That's good. It's a nice little refresh being up late. What I usually do on the weekends, I usually come up pretty late. I go up till like 3 or so, generally speaking. I mean, sometimes I go till 4, but it's usually like around 3 is my point nowadays. I don't think I could stream. Oh shit! There is an ender creep. Awesome. That alone. Nice, yeah. Yeah, if not for work, I would be as well. But unfortunately, gotta pay the bills. So it is what it is. I think I could just go hunt for a village at this point and just get a smeltery that way and get steel. But I mean, I think I'll just go the casual route. Just make things normally. It would be like that though. I think in a little bit I'm gonna hop off and I'm gonna work on first updating my drivers. I'm gonna get that taken care of. I'm gonna maybe fix up the Discord. Maybe work on making a quick, like, I've been trying to make like short videos, just for like visibility. I don't know how well it works, but I'm trying it out. So I'm gonna probably work on like clipping something out of here. I don't know, probably like the death that I had from that stupid cow. And I don't know, making some shorthand content. Trying to learn how to do all this again, and it's hard. Yeah, I mean it's kind of like against the very nature of GTNH. Probably play some like horror-based games later on this week, and that'll probably be easier to make into some short content. Maybe play like Peak or something with some friends. I suppose that'll be easier. GTNH is more of like a long-lasting thing, obviously, so it's really meant for shorthand content. But like visibility-wise, people don't just find streams unless they already have seen your stuff. Unfortunately, from what I've seen, at least there's no like discovery nowadays. I don't think there ever has. I play like Lethal Company. I used to play Call of Duty quite a bit. I don't know if I'll stream it as not right now at least. Maybe like zombies. I like Call of Duty Zombies. Like Black Ops 3. The new stuff is all right, but I enjoy the older stuff a bit more, like the custom maps and things. But yeah, I'm getting back into it, so I'm not sure what else I'll play. I play a variety of games. I have like over 1,000 games in my Steam library, so could be anything. What about you? Do you play anything? Anything else? I suppose so. I used to play like shooters and stuff like that. Trackmania, is that like where there's like custom courses? It's the racing game, right? Like people make courses for it and stuff, and you like race each other. I mean, obviously it's a racing game, but yeah, indie games are fun. I feel like a fun one to stream would be like the Backrooms. That's a fun game. I know it's kind of janky, but it's fun. Yeah, I watch Ludwig, and he played that. I found the game. It looks fun. I would definitely be down to try it. I don't know if I'd be any good at it though. Yeah, like good kind of jank. I mean, like sometimes game breaking jank, which is not fun. But generally, it's just kind of like funny, haha, laugh at it jank. Yeah, like I think there's two different versions of Backrooms. Backrooms game. They're making a film out of the Backrooms as well. A24 Films are making, I think it comes out at the end of May. Backrooms game. I'll have to find it. I think it's on my Steam. And of course it's updating. But yeah, there's like multiple versions because it's not like a singular IP. People just kind of made it based off of whatever, essentially. Whatever they feel like it should look like, which is cool. Yeah, it's Escape the Backrooms. That one. Let's stop that. It's nighttime now. I think I'm just gonna... I mean, I could run back. I have a torch in my hand. I'm fine. I'm just trying to get a bunch of iron now. There's a vein, I'm pretty sure, over here. Somewhere in this general direction. Vanadium's over here as well. That's just because it's close to the other vein. That thing is, it's like, yeah, there it is. No ore finder wand yet. Can I make that? Yeah, I could. I think I'm quite close, but how would you magnetize it this redstone? I have gold, I have iron, and I could technically make it. I just need to find the redstone first. It'll be nice once I get the ore finder one, though. I could find pretty much anything. I saw the small ores around here, though. I knew what was here. Copper, because of the malachite, and mostly just iron, because banded iron. That's nice. One thing that I didn't set up in my last playthrough until, like, super, like, recently was, like, ore proc, which I know, like, most people do wait for. It's not too big of a deal, but I really want to do early on ore proc. Like, I don't know about Steam Age, but like LV, MV, I want to kind of I want to take it super slow. Enjoy it. Because I didn't do any version of ore proc, really. I kind of did everything by hand. All the way up until like EV, IV. Like we had minor automations, but it was not up to par of what it should have been. Yeah, Steam multis are really good, especially like the Macerator. It's so cheap, you can spam quite a bit with them. Because of how low the Steam throughput is for it, you don't really require a lot of Steam for it. Although, like, I'm the sort of person who makes like 48 coke ovens. Not quite like 500 like that one guy, but still. I enjoy steaming quite a bit. Steam is just such a 576 coke ovens. They're actually cheap too. Like the hatches, like the steam hatches, just the Tumbunga is all you need for them. You can actually craft them. You don't have to make them in an assembler. That's cool. I mean, like 48 coke ovens gives you like a throughput of 30,000 liters per second of steam, something crazy like that. And you can't really get the throughput of that unless you just make a bunch of like boilers and stuff. Then how are you going to transfer everything? Especially even in LV, you need like redstone clocks, and then you need to automate stuff into there. It's just janky. Yeah, that's fair. It does get quite expensive if you don't do that. I think like because I'm not gating myself to Stone Age, I think I'll gate myself Steam Age. I don't know how long is a good amount of time. I think I'll play it by ear initially and see what feels right. But the gate itself that I'm gonna be setting on myself, it's just time related essentially. I'm maybe like spend a couple weeks inside of Steam to where I feel like I'm kind of doing overkill. Kind of the idea for all the ages that I want to do. I want to feel like I'm doing overkill for every age. Because like anyone can just rush out of Steam Age, I feel pretty easily, quickly. You can make circuits quite fast, especially because like I have like a slime island close by. I could easily just get rubber, make circuits in a decent amount of time. I feel like limiting myself will make me better. Especially in the building department. Could also go like super cheesy and go find like loot games and get stuff that way. I didn't bring any more iron with me. Oh well. Time to get out of here. Yeah, I think the One Ring is gone. Like it's still in game, but it's no longer in loot pools. Oh. I'm getting away from that. Glad it was no infernals nearby at least. That was a nice hobgoblins. Thanks. Thanks for just chilling in my base. Yeah, One Ring is all fun and games until it doesn't come off though, right? Like can't it just like stay on forever if you leave it on too long? And then you just have like really bad effects. Kind of SOL. Yeah, free Wither Stars, I guess. But you could just do Salus Mundus dupe after a while. But I guess early game that makes sense if you can handle it. You just kind of have to have probably I would imagine I haven't done it like a Wither Trap or something like something to. I think you get a warning too because I've done like the pure tier and you get like a little warning before the withers come. And I think they don't spawn if you're like in the air, so you could like glide around. A couple things I imagine you could. Some food. I don't have the idea of fun of fighting withers in my base though. I feel like that would immediately make me never want to build again. I could grab buckets of creosote to smelt with. Oh, these guys don't stop leaving my house, man. It would be very clickbait. 3 wither stars. 10 withers just spawned in my base. What will I do? So that's 32. Yeah, 110 warp is not so bad, but you still get like the bats and stuff. Fire bats, you get a couple of annoying effects at that point. No. There is also like cheese. If you feel like getting rid of your warp, where the thing called, see, there's an item that you can use to put down this thing, the soul brazier, and if you put this down and then it basically stores all your warp, right? And then it just has flux that comes out every so often. But if you put this down and then explode it and log off, like as you're logging off, light the TNT, and then it explodes while you're logged off, all your warp is just gone forever. At least that warp. Your permanent warp is gone. Your temp warp you still have to scrub off, pretty sure, but I recommend doing it in like a place you don't care for. But yeah, if you want a cheap way to get rid of your warp, there's one. Not necessarily I don't know, the right way. I don't think it's intended. It's there. If you ever get too annoyed by your warp, there's a solution. Yeah, pure tier is IV. You could technically do EV if you overclock like a mega EBF, because you need osmiridium. You need this right here as an ingot. That takes LUV power. You can overclock an IV EBF to make this. But if you have like a mega EBF, you can do it at EV because you can tier skip with it. You have enough power at least. But at that point, just go to LUV power on a regular EBF, to be honest. We did the mega EBF for memes. I recommend doing there's the research completer if you don't have it already as well. It does like kill your node though, so you need to have like a pretty powerful node. And it's not like an energized one, you have to have like a regular one. Do I even need... I can just grab my free door. Thanks for the quest. You get 2 more doors if you want. Research completer gives you the notes. So all the research completer does is give you the notes to basically right click, and then you still get the warp. Like it still is tied to you. Like you just get the research notes completed. Basically, you feed it the research notes as the input, the uncompleted ones, instead of like doing the mini game. You just feed it the research notes, and it'll do the mini game for you essentially. I think it's like 16 seconds per at IV energy. EV energy is 32 seconds per note. I only know because I did it very recently. Yeah, the minigame's not too bad, but there is like an insane amount of research. Like it's I recommend it. Minigame I can do, but it's just still my recommendation. I think ham. course, yeah. I forgot the bender. Makes it more efficient. Other saw. File and saws thick. Where's my finally crafting station? Oh, I think I need this. I love bees. Bees are my favorite resource. What about you? Do you like bees? I won't go on a whole tangent if you're super anti-bee, but I find them to be very fun. I got titanium before I went to the moon from bees because you can do aluminum, get bauxite and turn it into titanium. Bunch of other stuff you can do with it, obviously, but that's just top. That's relevant, at least, to where you're at. I can actually... Yeah, I mean, people call it, like, very RNG, which, yes, it is initially, but then it just becomes a lot of fun, in my opinion. Like, it's not really RNG, it's just, like, knowing how to, like, transfer traits. I will definitely get into them in my run, but I'm not going to do it until I at least get, like, Oblivion Frames or in Bealizer, obviously, because I want to explain it properly. Doing it without that would not be great, but I feel like I could do a pretty decent guide on these and not making it feel annoying to people. So I feel like that would be fun videos to make. Like, I don't know about shorthand, but like shorter videos where it just kind of explains stuff, kind of like how Duct is doing recently. He does a lot of explanation videos on like things that aren't widely known. They're like annoying until you understand how to use them, then they're really cool. Like most things. I think I can, no, I need steel for that. I can almost make the architect's that required. Think of like stone building. Kind of look at a building of how I want to do this. Oh, what sort of line I want to go for. I think I can just go layer up right now. Yeah. Yeah, he makes them nerf things. That's very real. I'll just go with ladders for now. I had some. Go. Can't see. Then we'll go with like side. suppose this will work. I'm gonna go for an outward layer. Kind of just building like a tower right now, but it makes sense given the Steam Age or Stone Age. I need to build a layer underneath it or like something. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have many options here. All things considered, yeah. I agree, I'm not doing terribly. Better than Dirt Hut, which was my first iteration. I wanted to like layer it on the inside one. Build up from here. Maybe one more. Back from out here. Yeah. Then this layer will just maybe actually continue instead. Got it. Basically just gonna be like a watchtower. Like a, yeah, like a watchtower of a castle, I think. Just thought it was too cramped down there. I think it's copper bricks. Just don't want to have a house that's continuously expanding outwards, especially from the bottom. I mean, I could technically do that, but I feel like the second layer should still have a little bit of structure to it. Okay. Just because I want to see what it looks like. But thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. And suppose that's only fair to. Maybe I could do like this. I don't think. Yeah, that's fine. One block out. That's why. Torches. Yes, I'm gonna do all my building legit. I don't want to use World Edit or anything. So everything's gonna be obtained legitimately. Which adds a lot more complexity to stuff, right? Like actually obtaining it, but see, that looks cool. I like that. I would have done probably something thinner right there if I had fences or something, but Oh, that scared me. Where did he come from? I guess down here. It's a zombie villager. There's spawn points right there. Okay. Good old jump scares. I've always hated using like world edit. I know it's like can you actually do that in this? I didn't know that existed in this. Well, thank you. There are chiseled versions of them. So still looks good though. I should go up. Great. I always build with chisel blocks just because I don't want to deal with spawns. That makes sense. 2-point addition makes actually. I think that looks better, yeah. I don't know if I want to do it encompassing the whole thing though. Kind of looks cooler like that, I think it might look worse doing it entirely. I think it adds better complexity like that, and I don't need the torches anymore. Oh, that's good. Yeah, spawning overlay is not on them, so that's good. They act just like regular walls do then in vanilla. Really does look like I'm in Stone Age though. I like that. Like you're actually building with stone stuff. That's cool. This looks like it adds a layer of reinforcement around the place, which is I'll put a head up on the wall at the top. How about that? Yeah, I can't get back up on the side. Please. I know. That's what I love about cobblestone, especially because I have a resource pack that makes it look even better too. So I enjoy playing with cobblestone. I do not like the way that I get up right here. I probably should move it right. Still, okay, it does not block that. Cool. Now I can move all of this up there. And have a little crafting area. It's the stencil table that goes. No. Part builder. If only they had the you could chisel the cobble walls. That would be cool. They have like Botania versions of them though. That's cool. I never saw this before. Blood ritual. Oh, quicksand for the filler block is crazy. No wonder I never summoned it. Just gonna have quicksand dropping out of the sky. That would create intense amount of lag. Just 9,000 moving blocks. I mean, they're not all gonna move, but yeah, that is a crazy meteor. Have you seen the TNT meteor? I just no. This one right here. It summons redstone blocks in the middle of all the TNT, so they all go off. Yeah. You saw it. Nice. That was a blood moon for a second. Get out of here. Just weaponize meteors. Drop that on your friends. Okay. Well, I got what I wanted done for today. I am gonna, I think, log off here. I'm gonna queue up something on my other server. I'm gonna hop off for the night, I think. Yeah, literally. First step is disconnect their entire AE2 system from power. Delete it. That's the first thing you gotta do. Tungsten. It's lightning rods. I wanted to test out lightning rod power, but it's very expensive to make, so I just automated the whole thing. Here's the thing. I see. I always love looking at this whenever I'm like, oh, I wish I want to go craft this by hand. I'm like, no, I don't. All the different steps that you can have to do just to make this here. Crazy. This is why you need automation. Yeah, literally. This one's actually simple too. Lightning rod is literally a simple recipe. Just Lapatronic energy orbs. Transformers, which take just these high power ICs. And LUV machine casings, which is just great because you need to have flatline done to do this, because you need rhodium and palladium. If you have not done flatline yet, good luck. For the nostalgia. I'm sure there's some stuff that you do have to handcraft. My teammate, he still handcrafts a lot of stuff. Like, he has LUV machines right here, and he's doing everything by hand still. I think it's crazy. Considering you have something like this that's holding 3.2 billion, or 3.2 billion EU, and still crafting stuff by hand is just wild to me. But I know you have to. Like, how you start a new age is start from there and build up. My first rendition of Flatline is so bad. Like, this is my platinum is right here, rhodium is right there, and then this is osmium and iridium. Then this is palladium and ruthenium, which palladium and ruthenium both are, this is quite clean, but down over here on this side, like, the AE2 subnetting I did here is actually diabolically bad. I'm using like 100 channels on this subnet just to do this part of Flatline. It's gross. And then I have like storage buses on like platinum salt dust over here. I don't know what I was doing. I want to rip it all up and never do it again. Or never think about this setup ever again and do it in a way to where I would have like stocking input patches for buses. I would read from main, have a storage, like how I have this. I have everything subnetted out, and I have the different types of stuff inside of the network that it needs. Then if it ever needs to pull something else, it pulls it from main. Yeah. Hey, they're colored black. Technically, they're colored. I mean, they're all black, but they're color coded. Look at that. Look at that beauty. Lovely. versus over here, I have a little subnet. And it doesn't look too much better, but I mean, yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. You can see exactly what I was trying to do here. I was just trying to provide more channels to over there. Very straightforward. And then all of the internal storage is right at the beginning, which then you can hit U on. You're like, oh, you have PMPD, appreciated palladium. Know what you're doing here. Gotten a lot better. And then over here I started color coding a little bit. Once you get the paint can, the universal, or infinite, what's it called? There's a paint can that's infinite. I have it right here in my inventory. Infinite spray can. You press U keybind. You just go on the cell and press U, and you can see what's inside of it. Like I can see everything in my my storage that I have. It's just a bunch of random stuff versus like my completely organized area that has everything filtered through like a little subnet right here. I have everything sticky carded, fuzzied, and then just a bunch of different filters on it, so only this stuff comes here. Then you have like all of this in here that is void overflowed, so anything that I have extra just gets voided, and I just continuously provide it. Yeah, of course. This is my bee wall. All of the different stuff that was provided from bees before I had AE2. It was just a drawer wall of all the different combs. Yeah, there's... We have 100k of each algae just chilling there. Because I haven't decided what to do with it, but I have this thing going because it costs no power. It just runs. I also have all of my Essentia subnetted, and everything is like 100% filled because I have these things right here. These Essentia bees pretty much give me every single Essentia known in the game. Why is that up to 100k? Wait. What? I don't think it's supposed to be holding 100k. No, these cells hold 32,000. Okay. Bees are very fun. They just take some investment. I think this fixes it. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Just a spam of every single Essentia. Crazy. My previous bee setup though, all of this, a lot of fun. Like the nickel drone, nickel would be this one right here, and provide your plat line so much. Because nickel combs go down to purified nickel, and then you could take, I don't think you can do it here, you have to just macerate and then centrifuge, and you get like pretty big chance of getting PMPD. And then if you're producing like, this one's producing 32 combs per hour, but if I was producing like, I think I have one over here. I don't know if it'll tell me. I don't think they tell you how much it's actually producing. I think it produces like 150 combs, which is 150 nickel an hour. You get a good amount of like platinum stuff just passively from that. And then you get like platinum combs as well. Yeah. Yeah, it is pretty clear. Like this is the beginning of my plat line. It's literally just platinum combs. Because it's super simple. You just platinum concentrate straight from it. And you get some nuggets as a byproduct. And then you take the ammonium chloride with it, and then you get the plat dust, palladium, nitrogen oxide. Bees make that super easy, and like I'm overproducing plat combs at that rate. I have 164,000. So, and that's running at EV. I think I don't even have a plat B going. I just have the nickel B going. But this is like industrial apiaries over here, so I have a lots. Phosphorus. Yeah, nickel right here. It's running at 15.45, which is pretty fast. It's running with a times 16 speed. So I think it's making, let me just take a calculator, 2,400 an hour, 2,400 nickel an hour, just from this one right here. So it's quite good. And I can help out with any questions you have. Like another good one, the Nether Star B, or the one that I have right here, the Wither. I have 64,000 Nether Stars from it, and Nether Star dust as well. Just overnight some storage cells as well. This is my ore proc network, but it's just a mess. Like I have an ore dictionary card on it. And it just brings in all the different dusts from, but it's, be better. I have stone combs that I need to figure out what I'm gonna do with. This is messy. Bees have given me so much production, it's insane. So don't feel bad, it's just automation is crazy. In this world, I've put in quite a bit of hours in for a couple of months. Where is it? It's airboards. Yeah, 538 hours. So I've done quite a bit on this world. And there's a lot that I can refine. This is another cool tech. Is P2P dual interface or just interfaces in general. I have 4 autoclaves that are basically running at the same time. Like if I were to request this lapis lazuli, it'll send it to all of these if I request enough of it. I want to make like 200. Every single one of these will fill up. So it has 4 parallels for free basically. Like I didn't have to make like anything, any multi-block. So pretty cool tech to use if you have a machine that you want to parallel without making them. Oh yeah, running it on a server makes it a million times better. I always run my instances on a server. That exact reason, because it's just like you can have stuff processing. Like you're gonna do Stargate, it's kind of necessary at a certain point. Because I can just queue up stuff and log off, and that's what a lot of the stuff at the end game is too. You just queue up stuff. But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. That was a lot of fun. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully see you around a bit more. Cool though. Thank you. Have a good night. Catch you in the next one. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, sleepy time.